Ezekiel 26 and what?
Huh? Intro. Oh, started the class? Oh, Ezekiel 26 and let's start at 1. All right, so we're the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under command of Johnny YAHANNA. This is Thursday night class, so we go into the Bible, teach the history of the things that you may have got misconstrued through church or just growing up. You know what I'm saying? Things that your mom or your father or your pastor, whoever may have taught you. I mean, we just go through the Bible and get the real breakdown. You know what I'm saying? Aside from Christianity, aside from any religion, and you know what I mean, we just get to the bottom of it. So the brother had a good question today. Slug it for the intro, but the brother had a question today. What was your question? Can you say that one more time?
How can people say that the Bible's not real?
How can people say the Bible's not real? What?
There's characters who they'll act inside the Bible that they will definitely acknowledge existed.
So there's people in the Bible, characters kind of.
Well, I'm not going to say characters.
Yeah.
There's historical figures.
Right.
Mentioned, and a lot of them had direct dealings with Israel.
Right.
How could someone say that
the Bible isn't real?
Right. Or Nebuchadnezzar existed, but Moses didn't.
Right. So he's saying, how can Nebuchadnezzar exist? How can Moses not exist? And there's so many different things. Like we went the other day, we were talking about the Igbo people, right? Somebody tried to say that Igbo people was in Africa, but when you really look in Joshua, I think it was like the 23rd or 24th chapter or somewhere around there, it said they went over the River Jordan, but the Igbo people was all in Africa. So if they went over the River Jordan, or what they went over, they split the sea, did they come back and go through Africa? You know what I'm saying? So there's no way they could have left during the time of Moses because that wouldn't be geographically correct. You know what I'm saying? So the Bible will really help break things down. When you really break it down, it's a science book, it's a history book, it's all kind of books because it really gives you the breakdown. So what you said was heavy because in this book right now, we in Ezekiel 26, right? So Ezekiel prophesied the fall of Tyre. First he did Babylon, right? Then he did Tyre, which make it so heavy is because when he said that it's going to get taken down, Tyre going to get taken down. And when he said that, you know, Nebuchadnezzar is actually the one that came. Babylon is actually came to tear down Tyre. But what happened was it was like a 13-year siege, right? So while they waiting for 13 years, they trying to say that Ezekiel was a false prophet, right? Whole time they went into an island which was off the coast of Tyre, right? After this 13 years, Alexander came. And so Alexander took the parts of their city and tore their city down to the ground and then built a bridge to the island. The bridge is still there today. And you could tell because Tyre is like it's like it comes off into the ocean like a little island. That was the island part of Tyre. The bridge is still there to this day. We're going to read about it in Ezekiel 26, and we're going to start at 1. All right.
Come. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 26, verse 1.
We're going to have a couple. So we're going to a couple Jones, couple prophecies that they said was going to happen, and they actually happened, and they like you could physically see them still to this day. But
come. And it came to pass in the 11th year, in the first day of the month, that the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, because thy Tyrus has said against Jerusalem.
Tyrus is Tyre. That's the city of Tyre. All right, go ahead. Has said against, they spoke against Jerusalem. So they went against the people of Israel. Go ahead.
She is broken. That was the gate of the people.
So they was like, she's broken. Look at the gates of the people. So Tyre looked at us and saw that we was weak. Go ahead.
She is turned unto me. I shall be replenished. Now she is laid waste.
Meaning what? So the people of Tyre seen us, we was dilapidated, and they said we're going to consume them and we're going to make ourselves stronger, right? So they benefited off of our weakness. They benefited off of our hell or calamity, right? Go ahead. If y'all got any questions, stop me. All right, go ahead.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, behold.
Now this is it right here. This is when the Most High spoke to Tyre. Go ahead.
Oh God, I am against thee, O Tyre, and will cause many nations to come up against thee.
So the Lord told Ezekiel that many nations gonna come up against Tyre, right? Go ahead.
Oh God, as the sea causeth his wave to come up.
And the sea caused his waves to come up against thee. All this is heavy. Go ahead.
Oh God, verse 4. And they shall destroy the walls of Tyre.
So now he said they're going to destroy the walls of Tyre. Go ahead.
And break down her towers. I will also scrape her dust from her.
They're going to scrape the dust from her. They're going to tear down the buildings, break down the towers, and scrape the dust. Go ahead.
And make her like the top of rock.
Go ahead.
Of a rock. It shall be a place for the spreading of nets.
Go ahead.
In the midst of the sea.
That's what he's going to catch you in the midst of the sea. Go ahead.
For I have spoken it, said the Lord God, and it shall come to spoil to the nations.
Now go to verse 7.
Verse 7.
We're going to come back to 3.
For thus said the Lord God, behold, I will bring upon Tyre
Nebuchadnezzar,
king of Babylon.
Now this actually happened. This is recorded history. Babylon and Nebuchadnezzar came up to Tyre and seized the city. Now, he was saying this before it even happened, way before it happened. Ezekiel was talking to Babylon when this is a superpower. Like, we go against America. We go outside like America's going to fall. The Lord going to come up against America. We're going to see Syria and all these different nations come up, and they're going to pick America apart. We say this on the street every week. Nobody believes us, right? And then there's going to be actual documented proof that this actually happened. Mind you, these records was found in the Dead Sea Scrolls, in the 1940s? So this ain't replenished. They didn't fix it up. They got this from the beginning of times. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? What's his name? King James. You know what I'm saying? He found the records and just translated it to English. They didn't do anything to it. So these records weren't messed with. You know what I'm saying? This actually happened in real history. Nebuchadnezzar and Babylon came up to Tyre and took it down. Keep going. What else? They tried to. Go ahead.
A king of kings from the north with horses and with chariots and with horsemen and companies and much people.
Now, it's like I said, once again, Ezekiel was saying this while Tyre is a superpower. And it actually happened. Nebuchadnezzar actually came to Tyre and actually tried to take it over. It was a 13-year siege. Keep going.
Verse 8. He shall slay with the sword thy daughter in the field, and he shall make a fort against thee, and cast a mount against thee.
Now, so what happened was they tried to set up camp. They set up shop in their city. The people of Tyre left the city and went to the island. So he tried to set up shop there. Go ahead.
And lift up the buckler against thee, and he shall set. Verse 9.
Engines of war.
And he shall set engines of war against thy walls, and with his axes he shall break down thy towers.
So now go back to verse 3. So this happened first, and then after Nebuchadnezzar, Alexander the Greek came to Tyre, and when he came, he actually took it over. He actually took them down.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Tyre was two places, right? Nebuchadnezzar, it was a land, it was the island, and I think it was a land.
Yes.
Nebuchadnezzar took the land part.
Yes.
When Alexander came, he destroyed what was left of that city.
Right.
And then he built it.
Right. Yo, what? Oh, damn. So yeah, you're right. So it was two places. So it was a land, and then it was an island. So when Nebuchadnezzar came, they fled to the island, and then when Alexander came, while they was at the island, He just took what was left of the city and scraped the ground, scraped the dust, literally took the towers down, used the towers to build the bridge to the island, and got it. You know what I'm saying? So why Ezekiel saying is this is recorded history. It actually happened as a prophecy. All right. Give me
Verse 3.
yeah, go ahead, read verse 3.
God.
I think we got the point with this, right? We get the point, right? Yeah, we get the y'all any more on this one? I think we understand this one. Give me Matthew 24:1. It's another one too.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 21,
24.
verse 20, chapter 24, verse 1. And Jesus went out and departed from the temple, and his disciples came to him for to show him the buildings of the temple.
So now Christ was out with the disciples, right? And the disciples showing them the buildings in the temple. They're like, dang, look at the temple. They in Jerusalem, right? Look at the temple that they made. Now, mind you, all right, I need you to understand something. So Christ was in Jerusalem. It was non-believers, and then it was people that was in the school. So think like today in America, it's people in the school, and then it's people that Christ was teaching against. So it's just like today, right? So now the brothers is in the school, and they're like, oh Christ, look at the temple. Everybody's Israelites, right? And they all go to the temple, but you got the Sadducees and Pharisees, like the Christian pastors trying to teach the Bible. It's the same, it's no different, right? So now they're like, look at the temple, Christ, where we would go to offer sacrifices. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another that shall not be thrown down.
So what Christ said was absolutely heavy. Let me tell you why. So in 70 AD, they came to seize the city of Jerusalem, right? They killed Peter, or they unalived Peter, they unalived Paul and James. They gone, 67 AD. They tore down what was known as the school, right? Then they came to seize Jerusalem. When they came to seize Jerusalem, all the gold was in the temple. They burnt the temple down. The gold melts into the rocks. So they took the stones with the gold in them. Read that again.
And Jesus, verse 2, and Jesus said unto them, See ye not all these things? Verily, I say unto you, there shall not be left here one stone upon another.
They literally took the stones that was in the building. They took it. So in a couple years, it was gone. They took all the stones because it had gold in it, which is heavy. You know what I'm saying? This was in the Josephus. This was written down in the Josephus. So what the brother was saying is the prophecies are the things that happen in the Bible. Those things can be proven. And if you can prove that Christ was here, then you can prove that Moses was here. You can prove that Noah was here. You can prove that everything is fact instead of fiction, because we got the records. Is there any more on that?
Go down. No. Well, verse 3.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 3. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the signs of thy coming,
right,
and of the end of thy world, of the world?
Yeah, we familiar with that, right? We all familiar with that. Give me Isaiah 53:3. This is another one. Remember, Isaiah was written a long time before Christ. This is another prophecy. Isaiah prophesied that Christ was coming Actually, a couple people did. They prophesied Christ was coming. Maybe we should save this part for the saga too, because Christ was prophesied in the Bible. They talked about how he lived, how he died, everything. It's all right here. Let's read what Isaiah got. Isaiah 53, start at verse 3.
Listen, you don't want to say this part for Christ?
No,
You want to break down on that.
it's gonna be a couple days. Good.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 53, verse 3. He is despised and rejected of man, a man of sorrow, and what's that?
Acquainted.
Huh?
Acquainted.
Acquainted with grief.
You know what acquainted mean, right?
Yeah.
Like familiar. You know what I'm saying? So it said, mind you, Isaiah is what, 500, 700 years before Christ came? 700 years before Christ came, he's writing about this brother. He said he's despised and rejected of men. Right? So now when Christ speak of the truth, people hate it, right? When Christ speak of what the Most High said, all the Jews in the city hate him because they feel as though they know the Bible. All the Christians in the city hate him. They like, we know the Bible. You can't tell us. Remember, all they had was the Old Testament. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell us what the Bible say. You don't know the Bible better than we do. And so when Christ comes in the volume of the book, they got discrepancies with him because he come in the spirit of the law, and they just stoning people when they do wrong. That's why he can say, go forth and sin no more, because y'all don't understand what the Most High is saying. Really, he wants you to love your brother as yourself and love the Most High. He don't want you to use the law as punishment, right? So now as Christ is speaking to the people, they like, oh, this nigga think he know what he talking about. Christ came and talked to the temple, and they like, oh, he the king. He supposed to come and save us from Rome. But then when the Jews, our soldiers catch him, they're like, oh, how can he be the king? How can he be the savior? He's just a man. You know what I'm saying? So they start to hate him because he was just a man, and they thought he was going to come save us from our hell or being under Rome, right? So now he's despised and rejected of men. Men hated him like, oh, he's just a man. I thought he was going to save us from Rome. I thought he was somebody big and bad. He was just talking. Crucify him. We want Barnabas or Barabbas, whatever his name was. We want him. We don't want Christ. He just be talking. He just make us look bad. He despised. He rejected of men. Sorrows, right? And acquainted with grief all the time. You trying to tell brothers, you know what I'm saying? If you just leave if you leave your demon alone, you can find your way to heaven, or you can find your way to a better place. And brothers like, you know what, Christ, I hear what you said, but this weed tastes good as hell. You know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying, but I gotta go to work tomorrow. I gotta go, you know what I'm saying? I gotta go push this ox tomorrow. I know what you're talking about, Christ, but I hear you, you know what I'm saying? But somebody gotta pay these bills. You know what I'm saying? So as Christ is saying, F them bills and living couch to couch, basically, you know what I'm saying? That he's familiar with grief. He's familiar, you familiar with the grief. You familiar with being in the truth. This is every day for us. Because being a brother in the truth, you go against principalities, you go against rulerships, you go against the things that we know to be normal. Every day you going against those. So you saying, I'm not smoking, but everybody you know smoke. You saying, I'm not doing A, B, and C, but everybody you know doing A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying? Or you go to work with your beard all out, everybody else clean shaved. And they like, oh, you know, you got to shave to come to work. And you like, I'm cool. Well, we're going to fire you. Well, fire me then. You get familiar with the grief. It just become an everyday part of life. You know what I'm saying? So he's familiar with grief. He's rejected by men. Familiar with the sorrows, right? Keep going.
And he hid as it were.
No, we hid.
And we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised. And he was esteemed him not.
Mind you, this is a prophecy hundreds of years before Christ, right? This is Isaiah talking. This is not the New Testament. Keep going.
Verse 4, surely he had borne. Surely he has borne our grief.
You know what born mean, right? Born is like carry. So surely Christ took our grief, right? Or being in the school, it carries the grief. So now when you got an issue, what you do or what should you do? Pick up the phone, right? You call brothers and we gonna help you get through it. And you gonna help me get through it, right? So the school, think about the school, all the problems you had, what you bring to the school, right? It helps you through the hell. So surely he borne or carry our grief. All our issues, all our drama, we calling for counsel. You know what I'm saying? We calling headquarters, we calling the generals. Salaki, if I could, you know what I'm saying? The generals, think about how much grief General Muhammad carry. Think about how much grief General YAHANNA carry, or any of the generals, or any of the captains, or the officers. Think about how much grief they carry when dealing with the people in the world and trying to be righteous. You know what I'm saying? Surely they borne our grief. Go ahead.
Come, and carry our sorrows.
Because that's why we here. The one thing that ties us all together is anger and pain. You know what I'm saying? You probably don't know what it's like. You probably won't even know what the truth is like if you never felt those two things. Anger and pain is what ties together. Surely oppression make a wise man mad. You go through the hell out in the street like, damn it, something got to be different. The pain of the anger, something got to change. That's why you come here. You come here to fix that pain, to fix that anger. But guess what? Somebody got to carry that grief. Somebody got to carry that anger for you. Because you ain't going to just come here, snap your finger, and be a whole new nigga. It take a moment. It take time. It take years, decades. It take decades to become better, depending on how bad you is. Or how, I mean, I know people like me, I'm still working. I still got to pick up the phone. I'll be burning their phone up because that's what we here for. You know what I'm saying? And I know I can't help you if I ain't get the help. You know what I'm saying? So that's the name of the game. You know what I'm saying? I know they carry my griefs, and in order for me to carry your griefs, I got to be able to put mine somewhere else. So that's what we here for. That's what the brotherhood is here for. So now, surely Christ carried the griefs or the sorrows of the brothers. Surely the school carry our grief and our sorrows. Go ahead.
Come. Yet we did esteem him stricken, submitting of God, and afflicted.
We whooped him. Surely he helped us, but we still kicked his ass. You know what I'm saying? We still put him on the cross. We still told Caiaphas or whatever his name was, or Nero, to beat him. You know what I'm saying? They still beat him to death, or not beat him to death, but they hit him with the scourges. You know, that's like this. Scourges got something like this on it. Hit you in the back, and it dig in your skin and rip it back out. You know what I'm saying? We said, go ahead, beat him. Surely, right? He carried our griefs, and we still spit in his face. All of us. Keep going.
Come, verse 5. But he was wounded for our transgression.
The thing about it was, Christ wasn't guilty of the crime. It wasn't his crime. It was ours. We was wrong. He paid for it. And we still spit in his face. Can you imagine your brother doing a life sentence for you? And he called home, and he like, yo, bro, how you doing? He like, man, I'm still doing the same thing. He was like, nigga. Or a death sentence. Maybe he took a death sentence. Maybe he took the chair. He on death row tomorrow. He got 2 days left. He called you and you still doing the same thing that he took the charge for you for. And he like, bro, you telling me you still doing what I'm in here for? And I'm not even guilty, bro. You should be sitting in the seat. And he gonna be like, you know, imagine how your brother would feel in that moment. That's what we did to Christ.
That's usually when they hit you with the, oh, you know, when I talked to God, and God said it's okay for me, you know, keep doing what I'm doing, you know, because at that time, you know, I'm going through something, but you know, God knows my heart.
Right, God knows my heart.
See next time.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know what? How come when you talk to God, God never tell you wrong? Nobody never hear God tell him that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They talk to God, but God never say, you wrong. You need to stop. Whatever you doing is going to get you killed. But you know what? Really what you're doing is talking to yourself. It's a demon that's speaking to you. That's the demon. That's the red shoulder. And that shoulder going to tell you that everything is all right until you run into a bullet. And then when you run into that bullet, you're going to be asking for God. And God going to be like, where was you when I gave you some help? When that phone rang and your brother was on the line telling you what you shouldn't do, you told him you talking to God. What you got?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you ever have a feeling of, like, say you meet people in the world, right?
Uh-huh.
You meet these people and then you begin to teach, or not necessarily teach, but show them a better way.
He need a mic. Nathan, give him a mic.
I don't think that's gonna work.
Yeah, turn the speaker on. If you want, because there's people online, I don't know if they can hear you.
So, someone still trying to get up?
Huh? Yeah, hook it up. Get him a mic. My bad. Go ahead though. While he getting you straight, we'll just reiterate when he gets you straight.
Check. Check.
What you saying? When you see people in the world and you try to talk to them about
I mean, you try to show them the way to life.
the light, you try to give them some light for their darkness.
No, I'm saying I like life.
Okay.
Because they draw. And you do your best to give it to them.
Sure.
Here. Still up.
You turn him up.
Check.
Turn him all the way up, bro.
Check.
That's good.
Check. Yeah, check.
All right.
So,
Go ahead.
let me just start over.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so when you meet people in the world, right?
When you meet person for the first time.
You develop a relationship with them and you trust to talk to them.
All right.
Right? And then you begin to elaborate on the way things should be. You begin to give them life.
And that's done.
Right?
Otra vez.
And then, do you ever get the feeling of you were the one sitting by the Most High to show this person?
You ever get the feeling I was not the one? Is that what you said?
No. You ever get the feeling that you are the one?
I am the one.
I am the one who was sent to show you this way, but you reject it. And then it becomes a thing of like, when they don't reject you, they reject me. If you know what I mean, for the scripture, it's not you who they reject, it's me who they reject.
Right.
Like, and you think about like, no, they like you, but when you start talking like me, you start to act like me, now they reject me.
Hey Nathan, what's that joint in Ezekiel? Where he said, you tell them their transgressions, and if they hear you, you know what I'm talking about?
Say it again.
The joint in Ezekiel, you tell them their transgressions, and it's not on you. But if you don't tell them, then it's, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What's that joint in Ezekiel? Look that up for me.
I got you right now.
Mm-hmm. My bad. Go ahead. What you saying though? What's your name again?
Cool.
Cozy. All right. Go ahead.
My mom made me in Cozy.
Whatever you want to be called. They ain't gonna be for long. The Lord gonna deal with you at some point. Lord willing, you know what I'm saying?
I got my son out of the way. His name is Naphtali.
Naphtali.
I got him out the way.
Well, the Lord gonna give him a name too. You know what I'm saying? Because Naphtali is one of the tribes. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord gonna deal with him too. The Lord gonna deal with his spirit. Right now, that's his name. He got a good spirit on him though, cause he be chilling. That's your little homie.
That's my boy.
That's your little homie. How old is he?
He's 4.
That's your little homie. All right, so you meet a person in the world, you tell them you try to give them some light. The light is the truth, and their darkness. And because they so deep in darkness, they decide that whatever you saying to them, they not trying to hear that, right?
Or they fabricate their own.
Yeah, like they make their truth seems realistic, when indeed what they living in is a lie.
Right, as it's written, they do what is right and wrong in their own side.
Mm-hmm. You got what I'm talking about on the thing? It's in Ezekiel. Shit. Give me a second. It's right by dry bones.
I know what you're talking about. It's saying like, if you don't tell him the way that his sins and everything.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's around there. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Give me a second. It's I'll take this one. Give me Ezekiel 33 and 5. No. Give me 33 and start at 2. Here's what you got to understand. The Lord called you out of the darkness for a reason, right? And so now that you're here, you become an angel. You become a messenger for the people that the Most High is trying to communicate with, right? Or you become a savior for the people that the Lord is trying to get out of hell, right? So your job.
I got it.
Which one? Which one you got?
I got Ezekiel 3 and 18.
18.
3:17, 18.
3:17, 18. Read that.
Oh God, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 17 and 8, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the words at my mouth, and give them warning from me. That's a good one right there. That's the one I want. All right, boom. So now, the Lord made you a watchman. Watchman is what?
For lack of a better term, overseer. Or safety guy.
I'll take safety. A guard, right? The Lord made you a guard. So think you on the top of the tower. And when you see something coming, you warn the people. The Lord has made you a watchman. You watch for the demons. Now, when something comes in the city or wants to come into the city, that's a demon, right? That's somebody who's trying to take over. Now, their city is their body. Your city is your body. But also our city is one body. So if you see something coming, the Lord made you somebody that can see. The Lord gave you the ability to see. So now, when you tell somebody that there's danger coming, go ahead.
Now, God, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die.
Now, the wicked is the people that ain't in the school, right? You go to see your brother, whoever's still doing what they do, right? Your cousins or whatever. And, you know what I mean? They still doing their thing. They're like, yo, you don't smoke no more? You like, no, I don't smoke no more. You're like, oh, all right. You're like, hey, you know, okay. The further you get into the truth, you'll start to understand when you casting your pearls amongst swine, right? But at some point, you be like, you know, auntie, cuz, mom, you know what's on the box is gonna kill you, right? So now you tell them. Go ahead.
God, and thou givest him not warning, nor speaketh to warn the wicked from his wicked way.
Now, say in this situation, you didn't tell them, right? You know that box gonna kill him. That cigarette's gonna kill him. At some point, you're gonna get lung cancer, breast cancer, some kind of cancer, right? Cancer is like your cells just overgrown, right? It's like weeds in your yard, right? You got cells in your lungs, but the cancer cells are just like overgrown cells, and you can't stop them, right? So now what happens is it just takes over your lawn, for lack of a better word, right? So now you had grass, now it's just all weeds. That's cancer. But you know that smoking will cause cancer, or you know that whatever they doing, they're gonna get into a bad situation, and you don't say nothing, right? You just like, damn, that's them. It's their life. Go ahead.
Come, to save his life.
Yeah, the Lord gave you them, and the Lord gave them you. So the Lord came to speak to them because you sitting right beside him. Now, sometimes you might discern against it. You might not say, "Hey, mom, I wouldn't suggest driving home tonight." Hey, bro, I wouldn't suggest driving home tonight. Or, hey, bro, look, don't go around the corner that day. For instance, I was in Pittsburgh recently, this couple months or years back, whatever. And so my rib is with her family. She's from Pittsburgh. Her family is 3 women. They decide to leave and go buy weed, right? And so she was about to go with them. I'm like, yo, where your folks going? He's like, oh, they about to get some weed. I'm like, oh. So I'm like, yo, you come here. You know what I'm saying? This is me because I'm sent by the Most High to watch over her. I'm like, yo, you come here. So when she come back, I said, you know what they about to go do? And she was like, yeah, they just going to the store. I'm like, no, they about to go buy some weed. For lack of it, they about to go buy some weed. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be in that car. So let's say I didn't say anything, right? And in that moment, they get robbed, or the store get robbed, or the drug dealer gets robbed, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Anything could happen. Or they buy some weed and it's something that is fentanyl in it. Anything could happen because once the Lord not watching you, Satan got free reign. So if I would have never said anything, then anything could have happened. Go ahead.
Come. The same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at thy hand.
So now if she would have died out there, it would have been my fault. Because I ain't say nothing. I knew what they was about to go do. Now they went and came back, nothing happened. But they in the world. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So for these moments of speaking and intervention, you don't have to quote in terms of I'll be like, hey, look, I don't say like book, chapter, verse, but I'm like, look, it's written that you should not this. And now I usually stop there. Like, hey, you say you believe what it's written here. Or hey, it's written that this is so. I don't have to, I'm not saying I don't have to, but there's times that, let's just say someone's more further along, I have to start that. Like,
right.
If they're not there, meet them where they are, as Paul says, right? No, not Paul.
Yeah, Paul. Yeah, I become a Jew for my brother. I will give you a better example, a better way of doing it. Instead of saying what is written, you are the Bible. So what you say is the Bible. So you say, yo, you got the spirit of the book. So you tell them like, yo, don't go. Why? Because you know the Lord gonna hide his face. When he hide his face, they die. And he recycled the face of the earth. You know the scriptures. You know, you probably got 37 scriptures in your head. But you're going to try to pull all the it was written. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Just tell them, yo, you not going with them. You know what I'm saying? The Lord, matter of fact, give me, he spoke with authority. Give me that in the New Testament. I think it's in Matthew. You died. Where you at, man?
7:26.
Mm.
I'm at 7:29.
Yeah, give me 7:29. Yep. Give me start at 28. We're gonna keep where we was at and wherever we was at. But read this.
God. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 7, verse 28. And it came to pass when Jesus had ended these sayings.
So now Christ in the wilderness somewhere, he in the field somewhere, right? Brothers coming to the school. What is this? Brothers coming to the school and he teaching them, right? This right before he went on his tear. You know what I'm saying? He teaching all the brothers that's coming to the school, and at the end of all his teachings, right? He just laid down a whole. You read chapter 7, and before that, he just laid down a whole speech. He at camp. He just started cooking. So as he's saying this, when he get to the end, go ahead.
God. The people were astonished at his doctrine.
They was like, damn, I like how you spit in that Bible. It don't sound like what I hear at church. It don't sound like what I hear in the mosque, or, you know what I'm saying? It don't sound like what I hear at the Episcopal, you know, whatever, Seventh-day Adventist. Go ahead.
God. For he taught them as one having authority.
He taught them like, this Bible belongs to me. I got the authority on this Bible. And when you come into the truth, you gain the authority to teach the Bible. It don't go to them. They don't got the authority to teach because they don't know the spirit of the Bible. So when you talk to them with the authority that you got through the truth. The Most High gave you the authority to teach the Bible. So as you're speaking to them, it ain't about what it is written. The spirit is in you. Remember, it's in your inward parts. It's written on your forehead. The Bible is here. You're going to eat the road. And so as you speaking to them, you telling them everything the Lord said. So you don't got to say Bible book, chapter, verse. You give them the spirit or the vibe of the Most High. You give them what the Holy Spirit gave you, which is salvation. Save their life. You know what I'm saying? So if you quote book, the chat, verse, all that, I mean, it just get real Christian. You dig what I'm saying? So just talk to them with that authority. Like we might have a conversation. In our conversation, we might say 27 scriptures. That's just how we talk. You know what I'm saying? Because this is us. It ain't no way of separating this from me. Because this is where I got my whole life from. You know what I'm saying? So just talk to him like that. Go back to Ezekiel. Or where was we at? In Ezekiel, right? Go back to Ezekiel. You're going to have to bear with me today, man. My day was fast. And then I got to the school and everything slowed down. So you're going to have to bear with me today. It was just a moving day. You know what I'm saying? A whole lot of stuff going on. All right. So go ahead.
Verse 19. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 3, verse 19.
Go ahead.
Yet, if thou warn the wicked.
Now, when this person is talking to you, or when you're talking to them, rather, you know what I'm saying, and you warn them, and you're like, yo, you're not going with them, right? Or you tell your mom or your brother or whoever, you're like, Mom, no, you're not going with them. You're not getting in the car. Why? Because I said so. You're not going with them. You talk with authority. That's your mom. She raised you. Or dad. No. Don't get in the car with them. Why? Because I said so, Dad. Don't. All right? He's like, yo, you my son. I taught you everything you know. He's like, all right, look, Pop, if you want to get in the car, Lord be with you. But I'm gonna tell you right now, you shouldn't get in the car. You know what I'm saying? The Lord gave you that authority. Most High Christ gave you that authority. So now when you speak to him, he ain't just talking like some nigga that he raised you to be. You talking like a brother. You talking like a priest and prophet of the Lord. That's the authority that the Lord gave you. All right, what?
God, and he turned not from his wickedness.
So your pop, like, you know what, man? Cozy, I hear you, but you know, I'm old. Whatever he may say, I've been doing this for years. You know, the Lord ain't never done nothing to me yet, or whatever. I don't know what your pop may say, right? But I would imagine that he's going to tell you that he's fine. He's safe. He's been doing it for years, and whatever the case may be, he gonna be all right. But for some reason, the Lord sent you that day. It ain't happened every day he's went out before, but today is different. Today, you got an interceptor. Today, you got somebody's warning you. Today, the Lord sent you a watchman. You got a choice. I believe we spoke about this before. We don't got choices here. You know what I'm saying? So now, when he chooses to go sin, now he's sinning willfully, which is another scripture. I don't know book, chapter, verse, but you get it, right? This is ours. Now he's sinning willfully, right? So he's like, I'm gonna go do what I do, and he big and bad about what he doing. And he goes and do it, and he meets Satan face to face, or he meets the Lord face to face, the terribleness of the Lord, and he takes his life from him. And the next thing you know, your pop is coming out the matrix crying like a baby, literally a baby. You know what I'm saying? He's like, damn, how did I get here? You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord just took his spirit and sent it somewhere else. But your hard-headedness or your folly is what caused you to lose. Go ahead.
Nor from his wicked way he shall die in his iniquity.
He gonna die in his sin. He gonna die in his stubbornness, or she gonna die in her stubbornness or her hard-headedness. Big facts. I don't even know. But guess what? We the same brother. Right. So I know. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even gotta tell me. I already know. Right. Any more on that? The thing? What?
But thou hast delivered thy soul.
Now, when you tell her or him that, you know, this ain't the best decision to make, and they continue to do it, the blood ain't on your hands no more. The Lord has delivered your soul, right? You delivered their soul, at least you tried to. But in their calamity, in their wickedness, they gonna do what they do. So when you talk to people, when you meet a person, you give them the truth. You might give them the truth, like, listen, you know, the Lord told us we the Israelites, but, you know, we just don't hear it. We don't understand the truth. We don't understand the Bible. So we think we just niggas. We think we just black people or Hispanics or Puerto Ricans, right? Dominicans. Dominicans a rich family. Puerto Ricans a rich port. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Jamaican land of woods, whatever the case may be, right? So now we think we these people, but the Lord gave us a name. And he's like, you know what? We just you like, all right, no sweat, brother. You keep talking to him, but at some point, I'm tapped out because I'm not going to try to give you something you don't want. Now it's like I'm forcing you to be something. And that's not what this is about, right? The Lord gave you an ear, you're going to hear it. Go ahead.
And that would coincide with shaking your dust off.
Yeah. That would absolutely coincide with shaking the dust off your feet. The city don't hear you. The city don't like you. You leave from that city. You vacate that city. And you shake the dust off your boots. Because the Lord don't want to deal with that place. The Lord don't want to deal with them. This ain't a brother right now that the Lord is trying to deal with. He sleep. You know what I'm saying? The Lord ain't give him the breath of life. And until he do, you got other work to do. Because you're going to run into another brother tomorrow. Yep. And another sister tomorrow. But wherever you go, you let your light shine brighter than their light. Mm-hmm. What you got, Nathan? You know what I'm saying? That's what this is all about. Because if you take your light and put it under a bush, nobody knows it's a light. You know what I'm saying? But if you take your light and put it on top of the house, everybody gonna see it. You know what I mean? Did that answer your question? That's all right. All right, where's we at, Nathan?
For this, we was in Isaiah 53.
Give me Micah 5 and 2. This is another joint.
The book of Micah, chapter 5, verse 2.
All right. Good.
But thou, Bethlehem.
Start at 1.
Verse 1. Now gather thyself in troops. O daughter of troops.
Mm-hmm.
He had laid
siege.
He
This is Micah chapter 5, verse 1. Your phone died? Huh?
I got one here.
You got a paper Bible?
No.
This don't die. What's on that?
It was Micah.
Micah 5, verse 1. Now, this is another prophecy of Christ through Micah. Once again, this is 700, 800 years before Christ was even born. And he, not only did he say that Christ was coming, but he named a direct place. You know what I'm saying? So, what I want you to understand with these scriptures that we pulling is that the Most High knows what he's doing. Now, you might say something today that's recorded today, 700 years from now, that they may come to pass. Right? How many generations is that? It's more than 7. More than 7. You know what I'm saying? So, what we doing today is never in vain. The army of the Lord is never in vain, because the work you do will always be granted correct. The Most High is going to give you the proof right here. Go ahead.
It's the book of Micah, chapter 5, verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now gather thyself in troops, O daughter of troops,
Mm-hmm.
for he had laid siege against us.
Mm-hmm.
They shall smite the judge of Israel with a rod upon thy cheek, upon the cheek.
Yeah.
But thou, Bethlehem, Ephraim.
Now it's a certain Bethlehem. You know, it's a lot of Bethlehems. It's a Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. It's a Bethlehem. I don't know. It's a whole bunch of Bethlehems. This brother said the exact Bethlehem where Christ is coming from. Go ahead.
Though thou be little among the thousands of Judah,
y'all gonna be look like it's a small city, Bethlehem, PA. It's a tiny city. I don't even think people know about Bethlehem, PA. It's right outside of Allentown. For those that don't, you know what Bethlehem is? PA? Yeah, you know. I know, because it's just a little tiny baby city, right? But you saying Bethlehem, PA, though thou be small among Judah, or thou be small in Pennsylvania. Go ahead.
Yet out of thee shall
out of what?
Thee
go ahead.
Shall he come forth unto me?
Mind you, it just said the judge of Israel. Out of thee shall he come forth unto me. This is Micah, right? Hundreds of years before Christ, talking about out of Bethlehem in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Out of thee shall he come unto me. Go ahead.
God, that is to be ruler.
To be what?
Ruler.
Go ahead.
In Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Who's going forth, having been from of old, from everlasting.
Go ahead.
Therefore will I give them up
unto
the time that she which travailed has brought forth. Then the remnant of his brethren shall return.
Hold on. 1 second. We're about to leave this topic. I think the brother got it. So give me Luke chapter 2, verse 1. Luke 2 and 1. Now, the Lord made this happen because that was a long time ago, Old Testament time ago. After that, we dealt with the Greeks. Then we dealt with the Romans. We in Roman captivity, which is hundreds of years later. Read what you got in Luke.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 2, verse 1.
Right?
And it came to pass in those days that they went out of decree from Caesar Augustus.
We know it's a bunch of different Caesars, a bunch of different Ptolemies, and a bunch of different Epimanes and Augustuses and all that. Go ahead.
That all the world shall be taxed.
And they put this tax on. We know what taxes is, because we still pay them taxes today, right? So now Caesar start taxing people. All the world is going to be taxed, which means you all got to come up to here to pay your taxes. Go ahead.
Can go to verse 3?
No, read 2.
And this taxing was first made when Cyrenius was governor of Syria.
Yeah.
And all went to be taxed, everyone into his own city.
So now everybody that was close to a city had to go pay taxes. Go ahead.
Verse 4. And Joseph also went up from Galilee.
So now Joseph is in Galilee with his rib. He like, damn, we gotta go up to pay taxes. Mind you, Galilee to the city probably like 50, 100 miles. Go ahead.
Out of the city of Nazareth.
So they in Galilee. Galilee is like northern, what we would consider Israel, right? So Nazareth is like close to like SICARI. Something like that, right? It's up north, right? It's northern, it's not in Judah. So now Joseph is in Galilee, which is by the lake, which is in Nazareth. So now go ahead.
Into Judea, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem.
So now Joseph had to walk from Nazareth to Bethlehem. And when he gets to Bethlehem, go ahead.
Because he was of the house and lineage of David, to be taxed with Mary, his spouse, wife, being great with child.
So now she was pregnant. Hold on, let me one second. So now she is pregnant. She walks from Galilee to Bethlehem. Give me Matthew 2 and 5. So now when she gets to Bethlehem, she drops the baby. Right? Now, it's not saying that she's going to be living in Bethlehem. It's heavy because everybody knew that Christ was coming out of Bethlehem. But it wasn't the fact that she was living in Bethlehem. They just went there to pay their taxes. And when they got there, she drops a baby. But the baby wound up being born in Bethlehem. Give me what they said in Matthew 2 and 5.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 2, verse 5.
Start at 3.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 2, verse 3.
Start at 2. Wait, start at 1.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 2. Now, when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea.
Mind you, he wasn't supposed to be born there. He was from Galilee. His parents was from Galilee in Nazareth. Go ahead.
In Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, there was wise men from the east of Jerusalem.
East to Jerusalem. So they come to the city like, oh, the wise men came to the state, blew it up. They made it hot. You know what I'm saying? So Christ born like, oh, here come the wise men. Oh, here he go. Here come the man they was talking about. Go ahead.
verse 2, saying
what?
Where is he that is born King of the Jews?
The what?
King of the Jews.
Mind you, it's already kings over Israel. It's kings over the kings of Israel. So now when the wise men come to Bethlehem, like, yo, where the king of the Jews at? Because it was prophesied that he'd be born in Bethlehem. Go ahead.
It's like, I could. So how they knew it was him?
Because Joseph was of the lineage.
Okay, so like, how they knew he was like, yeah, Joseph was of the lineage, but how they knew it was like, okay, yeah, his son he had a son. That's him. Like,
Because the angel came to Joseph and told him who he was.
I'm talking about the wise men.
They wise men.
Now, were they angels? It's like,
What you got?
Star here.
Huh?
They said the star here. They don't wait for the star.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came, and that's how they knew.
Now that's twofold because a star is like Michael Jackson. A star is LeBron James. This is why we dig into these scriptures. I'll answer your question. All right. So now, how did the wise men know he was the Savior? Because he'd been prophesied for so many years. The angel came to Joseph and told him who he was. What's in your wife's stomach is of the Holy Spirit. Right? So now, these wise men, that was in early in this chapter. So now these wise men seen or knew a sign or a wonder. So when they get this sign of this wonder, they're like, all right, bet. We're gonna find him in Bethlehem. We're gonna read verse 5. Read verse 4.
Verse 4.
Wait, did you read 3 yet?
Nope.
Go ahead.
I need to read 2.
Go ahead.
2.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 2. And say, repent ye, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
No, you somewhere else.
That's the book of Matthew, chapter 2, verse 2.
Mm-hmm.
Saying, where is he that is born King of Jews?
Mm-hmm.
For we have seen his star in the east, and are come to worship him.
So that's what the brother was saying about the star. But we know a star is somebody you look up to or something you look up to, right? So now we've seen a sign or a wonder of who he was. We know he's coming because how did he even know that the star is coming up in the east to be born, to signify that Christ is being born here? How do you even know to go find the star, to go underneath the star? He in the manger. He's not even in the inn. He's in the manger. The horse is outside. He in the middle with some hay. Joseph and his wife like, push, random. And then here come the wise men out of nowhere. They're like, yo. He like, yeah, we know, we heard that I had a son. And they're like, yo, what you mean? What you mean you heard? What you mean you heard we had a son? Yo, come on, keep it pushing. They're like, no, it's the king of the Jews. Wait, where he at? So, go ahead.
Verse 3. When Herod the king had heard these things, he went troubled. He was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him.
Now, okay, here's your answer. The prophecies line up perfectly of who he is. All right, huh? Water. I'll take a water. Yeah. Both my cups in. So the prophecies line up correctly of who he is and where he was coming from, right? So now when it said Christ should be a Nazarite, when it said he's gonna be born in Bethlehem, all the prophecies of Christ line up perfectly, right? That's how they know who he is, because he was prophesied to be here at this moment. The whole scripture, all the Old Testament talk about this brother coming. in the signs, right? We see a star in the east, which is a sign, right? A signal. This John, yo, dump the John. Give me 30. All right. So you got it, brother. Where was we at? Matthew 2 and 3. You got it? Yeah, go ahead.
You want me to read?
Yeah.
You want me to read 3?
Yeah.
When Herod the king had heard these things, he was troubled, and all of Jerusalem with him.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4. And when he had gathered all of the chief priests and scribes of the people together, he demanded of them where Christ should be born.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. And when they said unto him, Bethlehem.
They said what?
And when they said to him, in Bethlehem, Judea.
What?
For thus it is written by the prophet.
So how did they know Christ was going to be born in Bethlehem?
It was written.
Right. We just read it in Micah. Micah said Bethlehem, Ephraim, is where he's going to come out of, the king of Israel. So that they know the king of Israel is going to be born in Bethlehem. You heard me, Nathan? That's how they knew. That's how they knew when he was coming. They damn near knew the time, date, city. Because the Most High was specific with it. All right. Drop that. What we got? 8:30. You got any other questions? You gotta have some questions.
No real questions.
Why Jesus? Why Jesus? You gotta ask some questions. Why you here? You know what I'm saying? Why NOJUMPER got this situation on that he got on? You gotta ask some questions, you know what I'm saying? Judah, Israel. Where you come from?
I'm from Philadelphia.
You from Philadelphia?
Yeah, but I was let's say I was a solo Israelite. Me and my little family, and see how that.
He was an individualite.
I never wanted to link with any camp. Not that I didn't want to, but I needed time. I watched, see who breaks laws first, things like that. You know what I mean? And you guys pretty much I.S.U.P.K stood the test of time. You know what I mean? And I was like, this is where it is. So I came here.
Give me Hebrews 5 and 12. What you say? You pretty much just watched everybody.
Yeah, to an extent. Like in my beginning, when we prior to I see this thing.
Of course. Yo, Most High in Christ.
This is before all the craziness he had.
Yeah, they got wild at some point.
Yeah.
Shout out to the wildness.
Listen, this how I go out Colorado and see my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I go out there in the Walmart. She walks up on us
In Colorado?
Right? And they give us this thing. It's like, yeah, you know, da 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 da. And I said, cool. My daughter's like, Dad, isn't this what you do? I said, listen, let me tell you something. If these guys have walked up on you again, say,
Damn! Yo, get a breath of a hand. Hold up. Salakia. All right. What the brother just said was so heavy. He said the purple guys walked up on him in Colorado. What city? Grand Rapids, Denver?
Springs,
Colorado Springs, Colorado. Right? Random, the most randomest city in America. Just random, right? He's in a Walmart, which makes it even more random, right? It's the middle of randomness, right? The purple guys walk up on him, right, with fringes on their shirt, and they tell him about.
They just said, hey, you know, come to our church.
Come to the church is crazy, right? And then you said if they ever walk up on you again, say Joy Morgan. See, that's the Lord. Because it was a sister who suffered and died. And in her suffering, you didn't let it be in vain. That's the Lord. Right? Now, what happens is those guys look good. We see them all the time. We was going to camp. Oh, you weren't there in the thing. We was going to camp. We was going to camp last week. We driving on the street. Gas station. They at the gas station passing out flyers. We get to Trenton. In Trenton, this random dude come out of nowhere and he starts talking to me. I don't know what he been through. I don't know his life. I don't know nothing about nothing. All I know is we set up the camp, and I'm here. The brothers is getting the equipment out, and this brother walk up to me. He like, yeah, nigga, stand on what you said. You a black man, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm a black man. He like, stand on what you said, nigga. Don't be talking. I'm like, who are you? You know what I'm saying? So he started talking about who he was. I'm like, bro, I don't even know you. We never spoke to each other. So, you know what I'm saying? As far as our conversation is going, I don't even know where you coming from. I probably didn't even say that because I woke up. I just woke up. So in my mind, that's what I'm thinking. But literally, I was just looking at this nigga. I was just staring at him. I stare at him. He's talking for 5-10 minutes. And what he was saying was like, don't go teaching people something to interfere. So we get to camp. It's a biker gang right beside us. They got a food drive set up, but it's a church. So it's like a long line. Across the street is like some chess players. And then there's a whole bunch of people on the other side of the street and on this side of the street. We literally in a mix, right? So it sounds like he's trying to threaten me to not talk about the truth. So as he's talking, I'm like, hey, like, what are you saying to me? You know what I'm saying? I think that's probably what I said to him. Like, yo, what exactly are you saying to me? And he was like, just stand on the truth, stand on whatever. I'm like, bro, I'm always gonna stand on the truth. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the truth is, I'm standing on it. So, you know what I mean? If you shouldn't be smoking your crack, then that's gonna be the truth. We're gonna stand on that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what this brother was talking about. You know what I'm saying? But the point is this. When you see them fake Israelite groups and you just say Joy Morgan to them, you'll see them dissipate. You'll see them fall apart. You'll see them tuck their tail, and you'll see them go into their hiding somewhere because that's their demon. That's their Achilles heel. What they did was they destroyed some sister, and now the sister is not here no more. And you made her alive again. And what you told your daughter was heavy. Whenever you see them, just say Joy Morgan. I got a shirt with Joy Morgan face on it. I probably should have worn it today. You know what I'm saying? But that was so heavy. And that's why the Lord is with you. Regardless of where you go in life, the Lord gave you the spirit to see. He gave you ears to hear. Right? And he gave you a mouth to speak. So when you speak, make sure you speak the oracles of God. Make sure you speak what the Lord gave you, which is the first 15, 20 prophets in the Old Testament. And then the stories of Christ and in the Apocrypha. All right. That was heavy though. My bad. Keep going though. What was you saying? So you see them in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Yeah, I had seen them that time in Colorado Springs and someone doing it. I said, yeah, I said, these guys are gonna walk up on you and just say, Jordan, your dad is gonna most likely be with I.S.U.P.K. Right?
That's crazy.
And so, but this was
A long time ago?
No, this was called last December.
About a year ago.
No, almost a year.
Follow me.
Because I started coming here. It was around this time I started coming here.
Mm-hmm.
So then, let me see. After that, I just was by myself, and then this was I'm with everybody. Nobody around me is on my type time.
Right.
Only person I had was Islam.
Right. And
then how that go, things go left, and the next thing you know, it's like, well, you know what? So next XYZ now. And now, not even XYZ now. I'm not even saying that like I'm wrong. I'm saying like, you know what? Because you place other things above me. I'm going to now that I can do. I'm going to get more than one. You get what I'm saying? Right. And thus I did. That's when things got a little more tipsy-turvy. You know what I mean? But
so what was you? All right. So you felt the truth in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
No, I felt the truth
in Philadelphia.
I started my story kind of crazy. So when I first heard of being in Israel, I was in middle school.
Okay,
right?
most time crazy.
And I went to an all-black private school. What Dr. Umar talks about he wants to do.
Yeah. Here in Philly.
Here in Philly, at 22nd and Montgomery, it's called Marcus Garvey Shule.
I heard of Marcus Garvey.
I was the last one to graduate from that school before they changed the name. So,
Nathan.
So I did that. That's what I learned of being an Israelite. Moving forward,
real quick, give me Hebrews 5 and 12, and then we're gonna keep talking about this story. Yeah, go ahead.
It's the book of Hebrews, chapter 5, verse 12.
Go ahead.
For when for the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again, which be the first principles of the oracles of God.
So when you become a teacher, when you come into this truth, first thing you gotta learn is what the Most High is telling you, right? Which is what you did. You learned from God. Who was that? All right. They told you. They gave you the Holy Spirit. They gave you.
But it wasn't even then. It was a woman. I was a child.
It was a woman.
It was a woman. So we wouldn't say like Mr. or Mrs. We say Mama or Abba or Baba. Right? So like Mama or Abba, Baba, Kiwi. You know what I'm saying? That's how we didn't say Mr. or Mrs. So that's when I first came into that. But my parents never directly sat me in any religion. They were like, I'm going to expose you to everything. And when you become an adult, so I went to Christianity, Islam. I got pictures of, I was in Sister Claire Muhammad with the kufi. Like I went through a bunch of different ways of life. Fast forward up to me 25. Me and this woman, we get together, and I'm like, life is going great, but something's missing. I said, I know it's missing. I can't guide you spiritually. I can't. I don't. It's something. It's like it's just like it's something I never thought about before. But now, something missing.
What you got?
No, I was gonna say because basically what he's saying is there's a precept to that. And what you was missing. It's what you was missing was your parents guided you which way instead of having you do that. Because the Proverbs 22:6 says, "Train up your child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it." Being as though you was young trying to find your own way, you always want to feel like you're missing something.
Yeah, no, this is good though. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a young man, right?
Sure.
Huh? It's a young man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and to keep it a thing, we all somehow find our way into the school of Christ, into the school of the Most High, right? Somehow we find our way into these buildings because the Lord knew you before you was even born, right? And now what happens is you deal with life. You're born into whatever you're born into. You fight whatever you fight. And then when you get here, it's time to do some work. You know what I'm saying? We work with Esau, we gave Esau the majority of our life. And now that we here, you know what I'm saying, it's time to do that work for the Lord. It's time to put the bricks in place for him. You know what I'm saying? You gave Esau enough time. So now when you build those temples again, the temples we build in the future ain't never gonna get broken down. You know what I'm saying? Because you building a path for your children. You building a kingdom for your children. Building a place where your children can be safe. I know this to be true because it's been a little bit of a minute I was here, and I have children, and I know they're safe. I know it. You know what I'm saying? So if I know they're safe here, I can imagine what it's like 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now. Because I know they're safe today. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference. So the more work we put into this truth, the more beautiful it'll be. So now that you was where you were, right? The Lord brought you out of that place, set you down with the children of the Most High. Like, these are the men that you should learn from, right? I don't know you from a can of paint. I probably met you 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 2 or 3 times. You know what I'm saying? But it's so many brothers that you can learn and meet. You know what I'm saying? And then once you deal with them, you'll understand that this is the kingdom of heaven. This is the home of the truth. Because without this, the Lord wouldn't even be here. Go ahead.
I'll say, from my own bag, I arrived in terms of this is it. You know what I mean? Like, there's no,
Right.
You know, this is it. You know,
Right.
There's no Israelite group that has not come from me.
Give me Romans 12:2.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2.
Give me a second. Which one? The phone? Go ahead.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may
Hold on. So when you said, you know that this is where the Most High's children live. Why? Because you can't be the same man you was 5 years ago here. When you come into the Spirit of Christ, you gotta change. You gotta put the old man away, and you gotta deal with who the Lord is giving you in this moment. You know what I'm saying? You gotta deal with the change, because you can't be the old man and survive here. It don't work. Because the world raised the old man. Now you got work to do in this body, right? Now you got ways that you should learn how to deal with your woman, who to deal with, right? In due time, you got brothers that'll call you and ask you questions, and you got to instruct them in these scriptures, right? You got ways to live in this truth, and because you got those ways, you'll find out that the Lord gave you the road to success. The Lord gave you the road or the path to the kingdom of heaven. But in order for you to get it, you got to change. You got to kill the old man. He don't make it to the kingdom of heaven. Right? So now, read it again.
Come. And be not conformed to this world.
Now, most of us are conformed to the world. Right? Money, our jobs, cars, whatever the case may be. Right? Keep going.
Come. But be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
But here in the truth, we learn that changing your mind or growing in the truth is how you become a better person.
Right.
Because no matter how much money you got in the world, no matter what status you got in the world, that don't define you. What defines you is who you are today. What defines you is who you are to the Most High. Because once you put your brick in, once you, like, you're going to make a legacy here that your grandchildren will feel. You're going to make a legacy here that your great-grandchildren will feel. Because they'll appreciate what you've done. In the world, you might get a Bentley. Well, your son can't drive that. You might get a nice house, but you're going to pass the bills to him. I mean, what can you get in the world that he'll appreciate? But when you pass on the knowledge and information of who he is, and when he grow in the truth, he'll find something that he can appreciate, which is his identity. Because now he'll grow up knowing who he is. He won't grow up trying to adapt to a culture or trying to adopt some other culture, the dreadlocks or, the break. I don't even know. I don't know what kids try to adopt. I don't even know. Salaki, what they do? All kind of stuff. The drill music. You know what I'm saying? It's all kind of influences, and I don't know what will come in the future. You know what I'm saying? But when they come, he'll try to adapt to it. But if you tell him who he is from the jump, from the beginning, he'll know who he is. And he'll try to be like you. And he'll raise his kids to be like you. And his kids' kids will be like you. You know what I'm saying? Because you gave them something that they can hold on to.
I just pulled that picture, didn't I?
I think you did.
Training the child up in the way it should go.
I think you did. It's been a long day, done. I don't even know what time it is. It's 8:55.
This is, if I could, it's that. And with that,
Listen, no, I'm gonna give you one more. All right. Hold on, give me a second. Let me find a good job. Hold on. Give me Ephesians 2 and 1.
say again.
Ephesians chapter 2, verse 1.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 2, verse 1. And ye quickening who were dead in trespasses and sin.
Meaning what?
Trespasses and sin.
Meaning what?
He basically woke you.
What does quickening mean?
Quickening. It's like a spirit, right?
Mm-hmm. Quickening means to make alive.
Make alive.
Right? He made you alive who were dead in trespasses and sins. When you go to council, it's because you trespassed, meaning you've offended somebody, right? So now you were dead because of your offenses and because of your disobedience. Keep going.
Verse 2. Wherein in time past.
In time past, before, go ahead.
Ye walk according to the curses of the world, of this world.
Keep read it again.
According to the courses of this world.
Before, you used to walk according to the course of the world. Whatever the world steered you to, that's where you will walk to. Go ahead.
According to the prince of the of the air.
Today our air is the internet, right? Whatever the princes of the power told you to do, whatever the internet tell you to do, that's how you live your life, right? You walked according to that life. Go ahead.
Come. The spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience.
Children of who?
Disobedience.
Children of who?
Disobedience.
That same spirit today works in the children of disobedience, right? That's how we live in the world. In the world, we walk in the spirit of disobedience. We walk. My pop told me to come in the house by 9. And your girl probably, your dad said get in the house by 9. You're like, man, well, I ain't trying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta clock in by 9. I clock in when I want to clock in. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be doing that. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? We walk in the spirit of disobedience. That's how we live in the world. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Among whom also we all had our conversations in the time past.
Mm-hmm.
The lust of our flesh.
Go ahead.
Fulfilling the desires of the flesh.
Most of the time, when we walk in the life that we used to live, our desires are of the flesh. So when you say that, you probably talking to a girl you trying to bomb.
Right.
Am I lying at them?
Lie.
No, because when she's like, your dad say, he's like, yeah, whatever, I ain't trying it.
Mm-hmm.
It's her. You try to bomb. That's what you want right there. You know what I'm saying? When you say that all your desires are to the flesh. You know what I'm saying? Like when you dealing with a person, but you just like, I'm not trying to deal with you right now. You know what I want to do? I want to go smoke. You know what I'm saying? Because you're trying to deal with the desires of the flesh. Whatever your flesh wants is what you want. So you can't deal with something logically because your desires are illogical. Now, granted, women deal with emotions, but us men, we just want to please the flesh. Whatever our flesh say, that's what we want, right? So if you want to get high, you want to get high. You want to get drunk, you want to get drunk. You want to get some box, you want to get some box, right? If you want to deal with this woman that we want to deal with her, that's how you want to deal with her. Because at the end of the day, I know I'm gonna get what I want. Go ahead.
Come. It's like desire of flesh of the mind, and where by nature the children of wrath. Verse 4. But God, who is rich in mercy,
got a lot of mercy. Go ahead.
For his great love.
For his great what?
Love.
Great what?
Love.
Go ahead.
Wherewith he loved us.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 5. Even when we were dead in sin.
And the Most High understood us. He cared about us. Even though he knew we was talking to the shorty and we was camping. Because we knew our dad was getting the house. And even though you said, yeah, whatever. In the back of your mind, you was like, I probably should definitely get in the house right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the back of your mind, you knew like, yeah, I probably should definitely clock in right now. Right? The Most High, what you got, brother?
That's when you find out that the juice is worth the squeeze. You know what I'm saying? Is the juice worth the squeeze?
Is the juice worth the squeeze? Yeah, that's a fact. Yeah, that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? You find out like, probably shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? But you know in the back of your mind, the Lord is your pops. The Most High is your dad. Christ is your dad. And we don't listen to dad because she's out here. Because these drugs is out here. Because our time and experience is out here. Everything that we can possibly get is here. But our dad is home. He got the belt. And he gonna tell you what you should have did wrong, what you did wrong. But the whole time, we're gonna sacrifice it. We sacrifice that time with our dad in the streets. Go ahead.
Verse 4. But God, verse 5. Even when we were dead in sin, had quakened us together.
Quicken us.
Together, Christ.
Mm-hmm.
By grace.
Salakia, read it again.
Even when we were dead in sin.
We were dead on transgression. Go ahead.
Had quakened in us.
Quicken. Go ahead.
Quickened in us together with Christ.
Mm-hmm.
By grace ye are saved.
Now, when you come into the truth, the Lord saved you, even though you were wicked. The Lord gave you a chance to be here, even though we were wicked. Right? He made you alive, even though we was in hell. Even though your dad was looking at you like, oh, he gave you a chance to live. That's why we're here. Bro, who was that? Why?
He's on the phone.
Go get him. You know what I'm saying? Even though we've been wicked, we gave the Lord our ass to kiss. In Christ, our ass to kiss. He gave you a chance to be a better man. He gave you a chance to save yourself. And so now we here. You sitting in the seat. I'm sitting in the seat. Right? And Christ's like, all right, you want to give yourself a chance to be a better man. You want to give yourself a chance to save yourself. Now, while you're here, you got to learn the truth. You got to be a watchman for your people. You got to tell them their wickedness. You got to show them when they're wrong. Right? You got to give them what you've been given, which is grace, which is probation, a period or a time to become somebody better. That's your job. So now when you see them, you give them what you've been given. Right? Keep going. Where we at?
We're on verse 6.
Lord Christ.
Verse 6. And have raised us up together.
And raise us up what?
Together.
To what?
Together.
Man. Now, we don't get raised apart. We in this troop together. You meet captains, officers, generals, whatever the case may be, troopers. What happens is you come up in this troop with them. We get raised together. Go ahead.
God. And made us sit together in heavenly places in Christ Jesus.
Go ahead.
That in the ages to come he might show the exceedingly riches of his grace and his kingdom toward us through Christ Jesus.
Yeah. We get raised together because together we find out what the kingdom of heaven is. The kingdom of heaven is us growing together. You raising your children. The kingdom of heaven is us. This is what the kingdom is. Say again. Cut that joint. Right? This is